Hey, it's Pride Month. This is my cheat sheet for Monday, July 30th. Good news, I don't think we're going to be in recession in third quarter. Bad news, I do think the economy is still going to continue to slow down in the third quarter. Alright, so I spent some time studying the economy and coming up with more recent projections for the third quarter after the second quarter results were received on Friday. I'll remind you that back in March, I accurately predicted the economic growth for the second quarter that was just reported on Friday. I said at the time 1.6%. It came in at 1.5%, and we will stand to get two revisions. And by the time we're done, basically, what I was telling you in March is what we ended up finding happened in the second quarter. All the other economists rearranged their numbers over the course of time. So simply put, I was the most accurate predictor of the economy in the second quarter, which is the reason I'm here at all, right? All right, so the third quarter, here's what I'm putting together. It looks like the economy is continuing to slow down. And the single biggest reason behind it right now, I mean, we've got all kinds of other factors. We know the fiscal cliff that's stalling out businesses. But consumer spending, we're getting nervous with everything that's going on, and we've been putting away our wallets. As consumer spending continues to slow down, we're going to continue to see the economy slow down as well. I'm projecting 1.1% economic growth from the third quarter, down from the 1.5% in the second quarter. And that is fairly difficult territory. It means most likely that unemployment will continue to slightly rise in the third quarter. The job market is going to remain difficult, which leads me to next story I wanted to cover, which is the ever-tightening job market. As the job market continues to become tighter and tighter and tighter, so do the interview questions. Traditional companies, you have companies like Facebook and Google that have always been pretty tough interviewers. They're really testing for creativity and analytical behavior as much as anything. But even some of the more traditional names like Johnson & Johnson and Procter & Gamble, they've really upped their interview ante as they are wanting to make sure, like anyone, that they hire the right people for the right job. As you have a difficult job market, there are a lot of people out there looking for positions, especially better ones. The ringer is becoming more difficult. So in the event you, someone in your family who's looking for a job, does get to the interview process, you got to make sure you don't blow the interview. Making sure you research, and I have some sample interview questions on my physical cheat sheet. Make sure you're prepared for the interview process itself, because what good does it get you getting to that point if you just blow it in what is an ever increasingly difficult interviewing environment? And hold on to your wallets. I think that we could already see QE3. What am I talking about? Quantitative easing 3. Well, it's basically, some people refer to it as the Fed printing money. What it actually is putting out more U.S. currency, and oftentimes it's deployed in the bond market, mortgage bond market, and the idea is we're going to flood the marketplace with more dollars, and that means more economic activity will necessarily take place. The other thing it does is it waters down the dollar that's in your pocket. And the biggest thing it does is cause commodity costs to rise. Commodities are priced in U.S. dollars around the world, most notably oil, but pretty much all of them. And so as there are more dollars thrown out there into eat those, commodity prices rise. If you go back to QE 1 and 2, 1 took place in 2008, 2 took place in 2010, what we actually see is that the amount of commodity price rise in raw materials was 85%, meaning that the average raw material cost rose 85%. It's why things like oil and corn and others ended up shooting up in price over the course of time. If that holds true again, it's no reason why gas prices have been back on the rise, oil prices have been back on the rise, and we hit another round of record low mortgage rates last week. I think there's a good chance that QE3 may already be underway, and I think it might have happened last week. I'll keep you posted on all of that, but it means that the dollar in your pocket's worth less. And I don't think quantitative easing is ever a good idea. Real quick, Chick-Fil-A, its brand rating is taking a hit. It went from a well above average industry rate of 65 to under 40 now, as the entire fiasco with the gay marriage thing continues to play out. Chick-fil-A now has a below average fast food brand rating. So we'll see if that translates to sales. And the iPhone 5. If you'd like to see what it likely looks like, I've got pictures of the actual build on the physical cheat sheet, at least alleged physical build. It's a cheat sheet for today. Enjoy yours. See you tomorrow.